If you have never heard of Ryan Trahan, he is a, I guess, popular, famous YouTuber that I just found on Amazon Prime while my TV was just playing on in the background. And he has a series on there where he has to go from LA, I think it is, to North Carolina to deliver a penny to his friend who's also a popular YouTuber. But the twist is that he has to start with the penny and figure out how to grow that into enough money to get him there. But he's raising money for a charity, and if anybody donates a certain amount in one lump sum to his charity, then he has to get reset all the way back to a penny no matter where he is. So it was a great little twist. And you know how my mind works, after you get past the brilliance in the simplicity of what he's doing, I thought to myself, like, there's so many people out there who can start with the penny. They can just get started. And I know it sounds simple, but the dream that you desire, the goal that you're chasing, it starts with you taking the first step. And it's not just about having a perfect step. It's not about stepping the right way. It's about taking the first step. There has never been a successful person on this planet who has not taken the first step, regardless if they were afraid, regardless if they knew what they were doing, regardless if they had help or mentorship, whatever it is. They took the first step, right? And so many people get stuck. They get this stage fright, right? Or this performance anxiety because they're overwhelmed with the big picture. Oh, I have to do all of this. I have to make this much money. I have to get this many people. I have to have this many sales. But they don't realize, like, if you dwindle it down, you say, I don't need to get overwhelmed with the big picture. I just have to start with the penny. I have to start with the idea. I have to start by talking to people. I have to start with asking people what would they like in the space that I'm going to try to offer my product, right? I have to ask the people. I have to go start to make sales and get the no. Figure it out, test it out, do things, right? But you have to get started. Or if it's not overwhelming, you're waiting for the perfect timing. How many people are waiting for the perfect time? I'm waiting for the right time. I'm waiting until I have the skill. I'm waiting until I'm ready. Like, you're never going to be ready. Nobody was ever ready. Nobody's ever ready for anything, right? I give the track analogy, right? In track, in the 100-meter dash, people line up on the line and they are waiting for the starting gun to go off in order for them to get the best start so that they can accelerate and get into their top speed and win the race, right? So you want to have a perfect start, so you got to time that gun. But in life, it's not like that. In life, you hold the starting gun in your hand. It doesn't matter if your first step is slow. It doesn't matter if you fall out of the blocks. It doesn't matter, as long as you pull the trigger, get the sound, and start moving. And you're not standing in place waiting for somebody else to tell you to get started. You have to get started. You have to get started. And if it's not that, then it's one of the most common: fear of the unknown, the anxiety. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this business is going to work. I don't know if people want my product. I don't know. I don't know if people are going to like me for me. I don't know if that person actually likes me for a relationship. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Like, whatever you're putting on a pedestal, saying that you can't have because of something that you is. I would offer you this: that most people who have anxiety or fear of the unknown is because you're playing a story in your mind about something that happened in the past that actually didn't happen, or a story that's going to happen when in fact none of us actually know what's going to happen in the future anyway. That's why getting started is so important, so that you actually walk your path and see what's actually going to happen. If I'm going to tell myself a story about anything that's going to come inside the future, I'm going to tell myself the best story, the best version of the story. I'm not going to tell myself, oh dang, that person might not like me. Oh, what if he or she likes me for exactly who I am? I don't have to be somebody else. I can be Mr. Bridges. What if what if they don't want my product? There are people out there right now searching for my product. They're searching for exactly what I have to offer, but they can't find me. And if I don't put myself out there, they won't be able to find me. Right? What, like, just instead of going through the what ifs that make you scared, go with the what ifs that make you excited, that make you want to actually pursue. And if something happens that is outside of your plan or outside of your desires, so what? Right? What happened with this kid? It wasn't glamorous. He was awkward, comedically awkward in some instances, and he was getting turned down left and right. Some of his strategies to flip his money wasn't working, but he still kept going. He even got reset twice. So he had like $100 or something ready to go buy his ticket. He got reset, so he had to give his money away and start over again. And what did they do? It just made him go, oh, I can do this. I can start again from a penny, because I went from a penny to like $100, $200 and got through two different cities, and I'm good, right? So when you watch other people do things, it also helps you build confidence. Because what's the worst that's going to happen? I want you to think about, if you don't get started, what is the worst thing that's going to happen to you, right? If I don't get started, then I'm putting on delay my dreams, the fire that burns inside of you, the fire that's trying to get you to actually to fuel you down to the end of the finish line, right? Down the racetrack, to get you through life and get you to get to that point in where you're realizing everything you have. That fire is going to start to dwindle, and as you go through time, and it makes it harder to get started as you age. right? If the only thing that's moving in life is time and not you, you have a big problem, right? So if we don't get started, that is an issue. And then worse is that you never realize your dream. You never get started. You never actually see everything that God actually has for you to be doing on this earth. All the people that you were meant to help, all the things that you were supposed to have, everything that you were supposed to be will never actually happen if you don't take the first step. Win, lose, draw, fail, smack on your face, doesn't matter. Like, you have to get started. Because when you do get started, you'll understand the power of start. The power of start is that it builds confidence. It builds that I can do this. It builds that that didn't kill me. It builds that I fell, but I can get back up and I actually can make myself move forward. Right. And then once you do that, it builds momentum. We all understand momentum. Once you start moving forward, it's hard to stop you. And ultimately, it builds a mindset of transformation. You become another person. The person that when you get down the track and you look back and you're going to be like, yo, I don't recognize that person. I don't recognize the person that I was. I am a completely different person. This is what it does. And then, so now it does not only transform your mindset, it transforms your circumstances. It transforms the people around you who are willing to go for a ride, but you have to get started. So think about, what is that one thing that you want, that you desire, that's on the other side of the track, and take that first step. As always, if you find this content valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who you know needs to take that first step.